Goldberg has returned, and he's coming for Gunther. What's up, JD, and we had the weekly set review of Monday Night Raw. They kicked off the show with Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio coming out, and Liv Morgan saying, "Welcome to Monday Night Morgan." Since when did she start saying that? I just felt like that was forced and like, meh. But whatever, that was just kind of a random thing. And then she starts talking about how people need to start respecting her, as she's she said 4 or 5, I think 4-time tag team champion, and how Nikki Bella disrespected her last week, and how she's sitting on her ass at home now, and that she's too afraid to show up because Liv Morgan took her out last week. And then Dominic goes to talk and say how they need to respect Liv Morgan, and then they're booing him. And then Io Sky comes out because Liv Morgan mentioned something about how she's the top women's wrestler right now in the division. And Io Sky's like, "I'm the champion." She ends up taking out Liv Morgan, and Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan scatter and run while Io Sky stands tall. Overall, thought the opening segment was pretty random and pretty mid. And then we had the returning Asuka take on Raquel Rodriguez, Stephanie McGuire, and Ivy Nile in the women's Queen of the Ring tournament. It was the first round of it for that part of the bracket. The match was pretty okay. It was okay. It wasn't terrible. Raquel Rodriguez was about to win the match. I can't remember who she took out. She was about to pin her, and she was pulled out of the ring by Rhea Ripley, and Rhea Ripley took her out because last week Raquel Rodriguez cost Rhea Ripley her spot in the Queen of the Ring tournament. So Rhea Ripley got her revenge. Asuka ended up took out Ivy Nile, and then pinned her 1, 2, 3, and Asuka has moved on to the semifinals in the Queen of the Ring tournament. The returning Asuka, we haven't seen her in over a year, so it's pretty cool to see Asuka back. Then we had the new World Heavyweight Champion Gunther come out and pretty much say how at WrestleMania 41 he admitted that Jey Uso was the better man and beat him. But he goes, any other day, he goes, that Gunther is the better man, and that is why he's the new World Heavyweight Champion. He defeated Jey Uso. And he goes, now I need better competition. Somebody to really take me on. The crowd starts chanting Goldberg, because there's been rumors about Goldberg fighting Gunther. He's like, no. He goes, he's too old. I put him away in front of his family in Georgia when I called him out and just tore him apart. And then he starts talking about other people, and Goldberg's music hits. Goldberg comes down, gets in the ring, calls out Gunther, and he goes, Gunther, you're next. July 12th in Atlanta, Georgia, at Saturday night's main event. It's going to be Goldberg versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. I did make a short on this already. I posted like a live reaction. I was super hyped and everything. I just did it kind of for the short. I'm like, it's Goldberg. It's like everybody knows it's gonna be boring as hell. I mean, like, Goldberg's getting really old now. Like, come on, like, we do not need another Goldberg match. I know it's for his retirement, so that's why I'm like, I'm fine with it. He wants a retirement match, like, fine. Gunther is a really good wrestler, so he'll put on a good match for Goldberg. So Goldberg has a good retirement match. But overall, it's like, come on, man. We got to stop going to, like, use Goldberg. Like, as I said in the short, it's 2025, and we have Goldberg fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship. Like, come on, man. I mean, like, we got to move on from Goldberg. So hopefully this is his retirement match. And then we move on from Goldberg. We say goodbye to Goldberg forever. Like, I like him a lot. I just don't need him anymore in wrestling. I'm like, we have so many good stars now. Like, we don't need Goldberg. But hopefully Gunther puts on a good match for Goldberg for his retirement match and beats him and retains that World Heavyweight Championship of his. All right, am I the only one that like could give two shits pretty much about the Becky Lynch storyline with her being the women's Intercontinental Champion, and just in general? I mean, like, every time she comes on TV, like, I'm just totally fine walking out and not watching it. Like, it's so boring and hard to watch. Like, it. And then, like, the Bayley thing, like, okay, Bayley versus Becky Lynch, you've seen it a million times. Like, it's nothing special. Like, it'd be cool to see Bayley win the Women's Intercontinental Championship. She's never won it, obviously. But, I mean, like, especially the Becky Lynch thing, her storyline, her character is the least entertaining thing, like, ever. And, like, Bayley's, like, been the same thing for a while. So it's just, like, this, I have no interest in this at all. But Bayley's like, I want to get my revenge on you for how you took me out at WrestleMania 41. It's been a struggle for the past 2 months because I've been out because of you. I'm going to take the title from you and everything. So, and Becky Lynch is like, I'm not going to give you the match tonight. Not here in Green Bay, which don't blame her. Green Bay sucks. Chicago Bears all day, baby. This is just like so like unwatchable. Like whatever. I don't know when they're gonna. I'm assuming they're gonna fight for the the women's Intercontinental Championship at some point, maybe at the Women's Evolution pay per view. I don't know, but the Becky Lynch whole storyline is so boring. And then I think I think Bayley ran into Lila Valkyria backstage. She's like, I've been trying to contact you. You haven't talked to me, and now you're like getting an Intercontinental title. And she's like, I'm sorry. I've been trying to like find myself. She's like, oh, so you've been thinking about yourself? She goes, well, I'm gonna be thinking about myself. If you beat Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship, I'm coming for you for the Intercontinental title. So now there's like a beef between Bayley and Lila Valkyria. Like, at least that's somewhat entertaining because you're going to elevate a new star like Lila Valkyria. But I mean, like, the Becky Lynch stuff's so boring and unwatchable. Then Liv Morgan went to go have a match against Kairi Sane, and they got 30 seconds into the match, and Liv Morgan, I think they said it was she dislocated her shoulders, the official injury thing. It did look like it messed up her elbow, but also shoulder. But she landed weird, and it's not like a work; it is a real thing. They went to a commercial break, and they had to walk her out. So that sucks because it looked like it was gonna be Liv Morgan versus like Nikki Bella at Evolution, and that's definitely not happening now with that because she'll be out for a couple months with that type of an injury. So that really sucks. It was so weird because I was watching that. I just went to a commercial. I'm like, I feel like we just got back from commercial. I looked up, and because I didn't see it live, I was looking down on my phone, and I looked up commercial. I'm like, all right, whatever. I got back, and then they're like talking about an injury, and I really started paying attention to like that sucks. So hopefully Liv Morgan feels better. That sucks. Because she looks like she was gonna have some storyline with Nikki Bella, and now that's not gonna happen. So that sucks. But stuff happens in wrestling. It's unpredictable and everything. But so Liv Morgan will be out for a while now because she dislocated her shoulder. AJ Styles took on JD McDonagh one-on-one, and Dominic Mysterio said, Finn Balor, stay backstage. I can handle this. I'll be out there helping JD McDonagh. Because last week you failed to, or the past couple weeks you failed to take care of AJ Styles. So we're going to take care of him. And JD McDonagh, of course, failed to take care of AJ Styles. AJ Styles takes out JD McDonagh on the one-on-one match, defeating him. And then Dominic and Finn Balor try to get involved to take out AJ Styles. AJ Styles takes out both of them and stands tall and steals Dominic Mysterio's Intercontinental title and holds it up tall. I'm assuming this just sets up a match, AJ Styles versus Dominic for the Intercontinental Championship. And this is what I really hope is Finn Balor screws Dominic over because he's been like recently like super like nice and like agreeing with everything. Like it's setting up. He's got to turn on. It's got to happen. I hope Finn Balor turns on Dominic, screws him, so AJ can win the Intercontinental Championship, and then give me AJ versus Finn in a pay-per-view style like long match for the Intercontinental Championship. That'd be a banger, and maybe have Finn win because Finn needs something. We need a babyface Finn run with like a championship, like badly. But AJ versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental title would be a banger. I think that'd be so cool. I'd love that, but probably won't happen because for some reason, Triple H, I swear he's got a grudge against Finn Balor, and they never want to put a title ever again, I swear, on AJ Styles. So probably won't happen, but that'd be awesome. Then the main event was Sheamus, Rusev, Jey Uso, and Bronson Reed in the final first round of the King of the Ring tournament. Whoever wins goes to face Cody Rhodes this Friday or next Friday in the semifinals. This match was pretty good, going back and forth and everything. Sheamus and Rusev beating the holy hell out of each other. This is going to set up at some pay-per-view. They're going to fight because they're like having their old history and everything. Bronson Reed was dominating. Jey Uso pretty much was getting his ass kicked the whole time because he had the taped up ribs, struggling after the match last week with Gunther. It looked like Sheamus had the match, won, and then he was taken out. Then Bronson Reed had it. Jey Uso had it. He went up for the top rope for the Samoan splash, and Braun Breaker took him out. Braun Breaker takes out Jey Uso before Bronson Reed almost capitalizes the win. As Sami Zayn comes out, all right, this is a thing. This is just me. Sami Zayn is so unentertaining for me, like so boring to watch. Like they gotta move on with the Sami Zayn thing. Like get him a different character or something because this stuff's so boring. He comes out, and does his typical thing, trying to take out Braun Breaker, and then Braun Breaker throws him to the table. Thank God. He takes that out, and then Penta comes out for some reason and takes out Braun Breaker. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then Jey Uso goes to do something. Bronson Reed takes him out. Bronson Reed hits a tsunami when LA Knight takes him out. I'm like, oh my God, how many freaking run-ins are we gonna have? This isn't a freaking bloodline match. I understand the LA Knight thing because they're building this story with LA Knight and Seth Rollins. The Penta was so random. Like, what? They were like, Michael Cole pulled out his back pocket. Oh, Braun Breaker took out Penta like 3 weeks ago. Like, okay. Like, that was random. Like, it was like before the Money in the Bank. Sami Zayn kind of makes sense because he's always trying to protect Jey Uso. But, like, come on. They got to move on from Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. Like, the LA Knight makes sense. These other two were not needed, especially Penta. Like okay, Sammy, but Penta was not needed at all. Also, another thing that's awesome, Paul Heyman carrying around the Money in the Bank briefcase for Seth Rollins like the Roman Reigns Championship is absolutely hysterical and awesome. But LA Knight takes out Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed falls. Jey Uso hits a spears. Then a Samoan splash. 1, 2, 3. Jey Uso wins. He moves on to the semifinals for the King of the Ring tournament. That means he has to take on his boy, his friend, Cody Rhodes. That they've been teaming together forever, so that'll be very interesting. Then Seth Rollins music hits. Seth Rollins comes out pissed off, taking off his suit jacket, taking off his tie, gets in the ring, goes to beat up Jey Uso, and Cody Rhodes music hits. Cody Rhodes comes down, slides in the ring, goes face to face with Seth Rollins. Both of them look pissed, especially Seth Rollins, because he knows he can't do anything about it because Cody will take him out. Cody coming to save Jey Uso once again, and then Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes stood tall while Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman got the hell out of there. And they ended the show with Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso standing tall, which they'll be taking on each other either this SmackDown or next SmackDown. I can't remember which one they said. I think this SmackDown is Randy Orton versus Sami Zayn. The next SmackDown is Cody versus Jey Uso, and whoever wins will be in the finals. I'm predicting it's going to be Cody and Randy Orton. I think that's the perfect one to do. They have so much history and storyline there. It could be an awesome match. Whoever wins gets John Cena at WrestleMania. SummerSlam, which I think they should go with that. I've seen some people say, have Sami Zayn win the King of the Ring and finally get a world title shot. Absolutely not. I do not want to see that. And they're like, have Jey Uso win it and then get his rematch against Gunther. No, we've seen Gunther versus Jey Uso so many times. Give me Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. We haven't seen Cody and Randy Orton fight since Cody's return to WWE at WrestleMania 38. It's been quite a long time now. And they have so much history. They could have put on a banger match and have Cody win and then get his rematch against John Cena at SummerSlam since WrestleMania 41. I feel like that is the no-brainer. That makes way more sense, way better decision than having a Sami Zayn or like Jey Uso win. Gotta have Cody, Randy Orton in the finals and have Cody Rhodes win. I'd be happy though with Randy Orton winning too. But overall, I thought this Monday Night Raw was pretty boring compared to last week. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Goldberg versus Gunther, that's kind of cool. Main event was good. I like the main event match and the Cody Rhodes and everything is Seth Rollins. Started the show, this was just kind of random. Sucks that Liv Morgan's injured. AJ versus JD McDonagh was okay. Becky Lynch, Bayley, boring. The Asuka match was okay. But I feel like there's way more promos than matches this week. And there wasn't as I'm just comparing it pretty much against last week. Last week was a crazy, super hyped show. This week, not so much. But overall, not terrible. 3 out of 5. This is JW. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.